Hey there, everybody. So this is a crank set that it came off my daughter's bike, and it's just a kind of a basic Shimano 170 millimeter crank. And like I say, this is a bike I just acquired for my daughter. The 170s are a little bit long. She's only 8 years old, but she's pretty tall, but she's growing like a weed. So I didn't really want to invest in getting a new crank set, so I just decided to modify this set. At the shop I work, at the bike shop, and decided I wanted to go to a 150. So kind of roughly figured, approximately where that's going to be, and I've kind of already scored this one. But basically what I did was subtracted where the actual radius or the center of the pedal spindle would mount there, and then I don't know, it was like 13 something millimeters below. So basically just scored a little mark and locked the little calipers in place there, and made the same mark there on both sides, on both crank arms, I guess, left and right. And then from there just kind of eyeballed where I thought the center was from side to side, and then just marked 2 lines there from the spindle to the pedal center, and so got the center line of that. Basically used 5 drill bits, started with the smaller one and just worked my way up to a 1/2 inch sized bit. But like I say, I didn't have a drill press. I just kind of really just eyeballed it. And the aluminum is such a soft material, you can basically go through with your first, I think this was a 3/16 bit, I want to say, and I'm just kind of working both sides here a little bit back and forth. But basically I went through both, tried to guide the bit there, the drill bit through the, on the first hole, try to get the center dialed in there for sure, and got it as straight as I could. And then with each hole that I went through with the next bigger bit, it definitely was easier to get through it. But I was able to look at it from the side, side to side, top and bottom, and really get that drill setting at a nice 90-degree angle both ways there. And then I would, I'd put the cranks, just get the side there parallel as close as I could to the vise, so that way it was easy to really get a visual on getting it super square in there, or square as possible. You could actually take a little level on there if you wanted to, but I felt pretty confident with how straight it was going. This is about midway through, and then I believe that's the 1/2 inch hole there. So feel like it came out pretty straight. I just used some Park little 9/16 taps there. There is a left and a right side, so you can see the left hand side there where the threads are going to be backwards there on the left hand side. And just my little tap holder piece there. So with that 1/2 inch hole, I think ideally it's some weird size. It's just barely bigger than a 1/2 inch, but I didn't really have much issue getting the bit through there with the 1/2 inch hole. And the first little parts maybe a little bit of a work to get it going, but once it starts going, it's pretty well just goes right on through. So one little tip, I've had done some of these before, and I don't know, I've kind of found it easiest to just run the bit all the way through, or the tap all the way through. Don't try to back it out, because sometimes that aluminum gets clogged up in there, and unless you blow it out and clean it out really well before you pull it back through, it sometimes can booger up those threads a little bit. So I found the easiest way is just to run it straight through, and you can clean your tap up later, but that gives you the cleanest hole there. So anyway, got them worked out pretty well. I'm going to get these things mounted up, and hopefully this weekend, and let my daughter give it a go. She could ride it okay with the 170s, but she's really pretty big circle to turn, so I think this is going to work out a lot better. yeah, anyway, hopefully you found the video helpful. You know, if you do have a drill press, I would recommend using that. You know, and then just make sure you get in enough meat of the crank arm there. You know, I probably could have done like a 165, gotten a little closer to the original pedal spindle, but you know, for now this will work fine. You know, be a temporary fix. You know, maybe a year or so she may be going to the 170 or do something else, get another bike, whatever, different options. Anyway, yeah, that's gonna do it. Thanks for watching. See you guys next time.